I and many other people like skiing, and everyone who has been skiing obviously had their very first lesson, so this is a video about my first experience. On one snowy day out in Canada, my dad said, "Have you heard of skiing?" And I've heard it from my friends who've been skiing since they're like 5 to 3 years old, so of course I said no. So he took me to the nearest hill so he could rent out some skis. Now, I like skiing, and if you're one of those people who thinks snowboarding is better or vice versa, I hate you, respectfully. Now, continuing with the story, we rented out some skis and went on the easiest hill. I went down a few times and I loved it. It was so much fun. After a while, my dad said, "Let's try a blow." And for the people who don't know what that means, here's a little lesson. First off, we have the green circle, which is for the beginners and for people who are just learning how to ski. Next off, we have the blue square, which is for people who somewhat know how to ski and want a challenge. And next, we have the black diamond, which is for experts. And now there's 3 levels to this. There's the single black diamond, double black diamond, and sometimes, very rarely, the triple black diamond. And finally, we have the orange pail. I don't know what shape it is, I just call it a pail. It means it's for the terrain park, which is with all those like jumps and rails and people do tricks you see on social media. Anyways, I hope that lesson was useful. Let's get back to the video. My dad said we should try blue, and at first I was hesitant because I just learned the basics of skiing. But my dad insisted, so I was convinced. Now, I was going at a decent speed until I hit a bump, and I twisted my ankle really badly. Now, you may be confused for those skier people. Kira, your boots are made of hard plastic. Now, that's why I say they were hard plastic. So that means I twisted my ankle in hard plastic, which means it hurts really bad. Now, I fell and I started screaming at the top of my lungs. I mean, like, screeching, basically. And I started doing the ugly cry or like trying to breathe, but you can't really, breathe because you're crying so hard. What pissed me off more than the actual pain and the situation itself is that the ski patrol, the people who are supposed to help you, just skied right past and didn't even bother to help. Now you may be wondering, Kira, they probably didn't notice or look. Well, yes they did. They did look. They were just lazy to do anything that could potentially really dangerous. Now, I don't mean any disrespect to the ski patrol workers since they actually help people and, not get them oofed. So my respect goes to them besides for those 2 who flat out just ignored us. I am so sorry for being gone so long and, just not posting anything. My grandfather died, and my other grandfather had a small stroke, which is an indication of another stroke that's going to happen later on. Just a lot of stuff has been happening in my life. My brother going to hockey games and tournaments going on with him. I've just been really busy, and I haven't had the motivation to do anything, honestly. I'm sorry for, not posting anything. I have been posting on my TikTok, though. It should be right there. It's going to be hard for the next few days because I am on Christmas break. Anyways, Merry Christmas to everyone and Happy New Year's. Hopefully 2026 won't be as bad as 2025. Yeah. I hope you guys have a good evening, night, day, whatever, whenever you're watching this. Just hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys, don't do illegal stuff or I don't know. I hope you guys are okay and everything. Have a good night, evening, or whatever. Bye. Oh wait, hit that subscribe and like button, please, because I really want to hit 100 subs. Thank you. Bye.